What's going on, YouTube? I'm gonna make another video, and in this one I'm going to make sure that I have the timestamps on it so everybody can understand wherever you're looking for or whatever you're looking for or exactly where it's at. Okay, first things first, because 3 people had hit me up for this. This is basically to disable the O2 sensors. We're going to go into where it says MISC. Make sure that these 2 are not checked. It says enable secondary O2 sensor, FTP, PA, and ELD. And then it says purge system enabled. That's usually the evap system. So make sure that these 2 things are not checked off at all. Let me see, close loop, disable. Okay, and then over here, right here also says disable P1161 O2 sensor heater. Then it says disable P0134 O2 sensor response. Okay, so that's 1 and 2. Make sure that those are checked. So that's also disabled. Okay, so anytime you have to pass emissions, you just have to make sure that that's off. Okay, this one's in closed loop, and then the other one is in which one? Oh, I'm sorry, 1 second. This one is in closed loop. Look, I was just guessing when I was finding anything, and the other one was in MISC. Okay, so MISC and closed loop, your emissions is good. You'll be able to pass. Okay, besides that, let me see something. Let's see. Tuners usually turn off the TPS. That's it. I don't think you should touch that anyway. But replacement map sensor. If you're going over 10 pounds, I'm going to tell you to replace that. Make sure that that's checked. Let's see. vtec. We can go into vtec real quick. vtec right here. If you have an aftermarket OEM, if you have an aftermarket oil pressure switch, you can click. You can turn this one off. It says vtec oil pressure switch enabled. You can turn it off if you want to use the AEM one and just get a reading from there. This right here shows that minimum speed for vtec operation is 6 miles an hour. And then minimum coolant temperature to even be able to hit vtec is 141 Fahrenheit. Okay, that's over here in vtec. Let's see. If you ever have a problem with your knock sensor, go where it says knock and just knock sensor enabled. Click it and it'll turn off completely. Let's see. To your closed loop, also with the closed loop advanced, he has this checked off: wide open throttle, compensation fixed. Okay, so 12.51, that's usually stuff that you can leave alone for the tuner. And this is engine temperature that follows along with that. There's something that I wanted to find. Let's see if I find it in 1 second. Limit AFRs. If my AFR is too high, let's see, an idle. It's probably an idle. Okay, yeah. So the target right here, that usually my AFR is supposed to be, my air fuel ratio is supposed to be, is 14.59. That says idle target. Okay, and it's right there. Besides that, like I told you guys before, if you guys get tuned and you guys really have a rough idle, you can change your idle speed right here. Okay, this is in idle. And if it's set at 1,000 and your car's still running weird, you can move this one, slide it a little bit left. It says lower. And then which one, slide it to the right, makes it higher, which makes it a harder, a rougher idle and stuff like that. But obviously you're going to go lower, or find out exactly where you have to put it, and you know, for your car to function the way that you like it. Let me see. Let me just go over something. Knock sensor, AFR, oil pressure switch, operations. If you get tuned right here in the multiplexer output, if you get tuned, depending on who's tuning your car, you might have to go back. If your temperature sensor, if your temperature gauge is off, you have to click on the thing that says right here, multiplexer. Okay, this is multiplexer digital output. You put multiplexer normal. Okay, and that will make your temperature gauge start to work again. I think there's also something there that's in protection also. Ignition. Rev limits. Oh no, it's in regular protection. Yeah, rev limits. Look, enable launch control. Okay, it shows exactly. This thing is really not that hard to figure out, man. You guys can turn on your kpro easily and just look through the stuff, and you'll pretty much figure out all the regular stuff. Like if you have to get tuned, you know, if you have to get tuned, then let's just say all these windows are closed. Okay, you close all these windows. The first thing that you would do, close this, close this. Well, this one I'm about to open back up. It's right here in kpro. Click on the word kpro. Okay, you would click your key over twice. You'll see that right here, the Thunderbolt will be lit up. That means that you're live. The up arrow right here is to upload it. Now, once you turn on your kpro and it's plugged in, all you have to do is press the word right here, retrieve calibration. It says store calibration, retrieve calibration, or delete the calibration that was recently there. Over here, make sure if you want to make it easier for yourself, you can click this. It says automatically store calibration after uploading to ECU. Okay, so after you retrieve the calibration, you press the word upload. Okay, then after you go into upload, let's just say if you you want to drive to your tuner, okay, go over here, click on parameters, right, and go to fuel trim. Look, you make sure your rev limit, okay, you basically will go into finding, like, how do you say, injector size. Let's say if your car, you just put injectors inside and they're, I don't know, let's say 1,000 cc's. You put the word 1,000 right in here, and then all you have to do is come back over here and press the upload button right there. You'll see something like light up, a little bar, it would fill up, and you'll hear your kpro turn on real quick and then turn off. You don't have to actually touch anything else. That's the only thing that you actually need. Let me see something. There's a certain way to store calibration. I think I have to have, you know what it is? I have to have this thing plugged in for it to show me calibration storage. Store calibration, file name, upload, sensors. I'm trying to find out exactly where it's over here. I think it has to be plugged into the computer in order for it to give me the option to click on 2004 base map, and then it'll say with cams, stage 4 cams. You can click on the thing and it'll also say 2002, 2005. Let's say 2002 to 2004. It has a calibration for that. So whichever one you find that's basically average, you know, you click on that one, you know, open it up, go into the parameters, and then just, you know, obviously fix your fuel. Just fix your fuel injector size, and like that, you should be able to drive to the tuner perfectly fine and have no issues. Okay, I think I covered, yeah, that's about it. Sorry, I don't know about flex fuel. I would be able to tell you guys that, but don't know about that at all. So just sharing some information, and I'm gonna, you know, put timestamps on this video so you guys understand and see everything. But you know, when you get a chance, you're not doing anything, you should look through this. Yeah, that's it. Let's see, these graphs display. My display is usually when I want to go data logging. I usually have the AFR one a little bit bigger, the battery RPM. Right here, I put inside the other video how to make these things. So all you have to do is basically data log. You know, you press the word record right here. Once you press the word record, your graph is actually going to pop up. You're going to see a live reading of your TPS, your ignition, everything, and then these numbers will start to move. And whatever's in the red is bad, whatever's in the green, you're perfectly fine. Okay, so hope you enjoyed the video. Okay, hope you enjoyed the timestamps also, so you can find what you're looking for. Have a good one.